May the light of him.
I can't do that yet.
I am told that I could, when the Legion was forced to. Let's see. I've already informed.
You're here. Good. With the cult. Good. You've arrived precisely. Yeah. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. Do that yet. That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
Stubborn human, you've already lost. Insignificant wretch. Die, human.
That skill's not ready.
Victory.
That skill's not ready. Good work down. We cannot. suddenly need stashed. I'll keep an eye on this.
My, what a curiosity you are.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
It seems I have underestimated you.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready. I can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. Can't do that. That skill's not ready. Can't do that yet. That skill's not ready.
Took you long enough. The cult of Gathan, it appears that the ritual is...
That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. 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 Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. returned. So our great moment of triumph. Good, you're back. I struggled to admit this. You see, the Luminari have long been a...
Excuse me, my father and I were part of a...
Safe storage, no questions asked. Safe with me, promise. Safe storage, no questions asked. I'll keep an eye on this. That skill's not ready. 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 Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet.
I admit, if you all good what you I care not.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. can't do that yet. Welcome, traveler. Oh, cutting right through. I'm glad you.
A blessed welcome.
That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready. I can't do that. Yeah. That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready. do that yet. That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. Can't do that yet.
Is there something?
A blessed welcome.
I am so pleased. We've always had.
Can't do
I don't know who you are.
Let's see. As far as other things that you might want to do if you're playing, if you're just starting out, try to find usually you want to find something you can pick up pretty early, try to have a solo build first, basically focus on one class and then use another class as just a supplement, for like a shaman getting Wind Devils for RR, and Mogdrogan's Pact for bonus health and armor. Other things is learn the totem routes. Like there's good totem for instance, I'm gonna lose some of my potion for this, but the Necropolis Interior Rift always has a totem at it. There's almost always a totem at Askren's Valley. There's 1 to 2 totems at Blood Grove, 1 south and then 1 up. And you can usually find and there's always a totem at Twin Falls, as well as Crown Hill. So if you just run through those 5 places and hit totems up, you can usually get most of your helmet patterns, most of your starter legendaries, and enough things to blow up with dynamite in order to get enough components to gamble. And then there's the 3 gamble NPCs. One is located a little close to Steelcap. One is located near Pine Barrens, and one is located near the temple south of Corbin City. And you have to figure out what expansion, like if it comes from the base game, the Ashes of Malmoth expansion, or the Forgotten Gods expansion, where the item drops, and then you go to one of those 3 things and you can gamble on that item. That's probably the best advice I can give for a new player. But usually starting with a set item is your best bet for a stronger in-game build, even if they're not going to be the meta builds. There is a meta list for softcore. Some of those builds work in hardcore, but I would not recommend all of them in hardcore. Like, Avenger Warder is better than Avenger Archon in hardcore, but because Avenger Archon is pretty squishy, but it's one of the fastest builds. Right now, Blaze, the 2-handed mace, what is it called? Blaze something. Two-handed melee. I'm using it on one of my characters right now. But there's a 2-handed mace called Blaze something that's really good. Like if you're playing an elementalist. Blaze. And it's one of the strongest builds in the game right now. It's a 2-handed mace called Blaze Rush. I just kind of just playing a lot more than anything else. And like doing a lot of fresh starts, because fresh starts are usually the most fun for me to play. Like fresh start all the way to Lokar, or fresh start all the way to like one of the super bosses, depending on which one. I don't like Crate. I don't like fighting all the way to Crate. I've farmed Crate enough to get my 3 necklaces. I think 4 necklaces actually, but after doing that, I just never want to do him again, because Crate's such an annoying boss to get to. The fight itself is not so bad, but getting to him is such a pain in the ass. Hey, don't carry that bag. But, I mean, you get, like, just doing a few fresh starts, you slowly get used to it. Play around in Grim Tools when you have free time. But yeah, you can craft Blaze Rush is actually an item you can use on a starter build, because you get it from Coven of Ugdenbog. It's a recipe you get from Coven of Ugdenbog. You craft it at Algrim, trying to get 4% extra armor on it, and it does so much damage on an elementalist. But yeah, if you have any questions, just ask. That's fine. Where am I at? Oh, I'm going to find Silvaria. Yeah, I've basically just been speed leveling recently, not doing a fresh start because of what's it called? I want to get all classes to 100 on the softcore side of the account. Nah, it's fine. That's the best way to ask. Is just or the best way to learn something is just to ask. Yeah, I mean, a lot of builds suck, honestly. Especially when you're early on, but that's the best way to learn, is to playing a really bad build. If you're playing just a meta build, you don't really learn any of the mechanics or any of the quick ways around things or some of the things you might need to dodge. What build are you playing right now? Yeah. I mean, I've basically leveled. You can get through the whole campaign with just a solo class, which this is. I've done all the solo classes except Necromancer so far. It's rather difficult because you're going to be really low on stats. Because not having another mastery means you're going to be really low on stats. So you need to be looking for gear that gives you like percent cunning, percent physique, flat cunning, flat physique, that kind of gear. You have to have that. Of the Eagle is a really good suffix for a solo class. Playing a soldier is really good usually because you get that percent physique, or playing an Arcanist is really good because you get the percent, what's it called? Words. Spirit, that's it.
I can't do that yet.
I need to go.
The time for the eve of rabbit.
It's hard to do one button spam builds. Like Inquisitor, like my solo Inquisitor build is still going to be 3 or 4 buttons because it's got Inquisitor Seal, Rune of Callister, Rune of Hagrad, and then it's an auto attacker. One button build would probably still be best as a soldier, I would think. I think one button build soldier would work.
That skill's not ready.
Yes, Mo, hold on, I'll open the door for you, buddy. Like, the reason it works kind of as Inquisitor is because you've got you've got ranged expertise, you've got 3 attack skills, and their special ability, or their class set, gives you an automatic attack. Like the Runebinder set is an attack, has an attack built in.
I can't do that yet.
A true one-shot, or like just one ability and let the dot kill the boss? I've played a, let's see, I think you're a threat. I've played a Dreeg's Evil Eye Sentinel. It's actually more a Skull of the Realm. Like, it was in the league, the last league. And, it was only an elite, though. In Ultimate, most of the bosses had too much health for me to one-shot. But you could just throw the shield, and the shield just would kill the boss instantly. Like using Oathkeeper plus shield.
I can't do that yet.
And it was using like a poison dot. That was a really powerful build during the season. Battle Mage is also like the Force Wave Battle Mage is pretty powerful as far as one-shotting goes. Alright. Everything except Chaos Res? Chaos Res is fine, okay.
It's safe with me.
Promise. For a quick farm, like something you want to, if you want to farm with, the build you want to play is a Shield Breaker in Softcore and a Paladin in Hardcore. Shield Breaker is just so fast. It's a 0 cooldown spam ability. Like it's a 0 cooldown like Fire's Might with a Blackwater Cocktail as subsequent damage. In Hardcore, like it's Fire's Might. It's using Fire's Might, but all the damage comes from Rune of Callister. But it's like super tanky. That's why it's better. Whereas the Fire's Might Shield Breaker is not very tanky.
That skill's not ready. Do that.
trying to think of some other fast builds. Cold Blade Master is pretty fast, but it's got a lot of, like, it's pretty squishy to play it as the cold version. Blitz Warlord is pretty fast as well. It's like ultra tanky and SFSF friendly. Like, because almost all the gear you really need is from monster frequencies. And Warlord is also one of the tankiest builds in the game. Or like tankiest class combinations in the game.
I can't do
Sense
that yet.
We
I've got a build of it on the channel. Let me see what I called it. Pretty sure I called it a zoom build, like something stupid in the video. Um, let's see. What videos are in this playlist? Do I not have? I don't think I have it in here, actually. No, I didn't actually do a build guide for it, did I? I'm looking through my playlist and I don't see it. Oh, I did a Grim Dawn from start to 100 quickly set of videos, and that's the one that uses that playlist. For starter items for that build, you would just use the Zarthulian's Codex, I believe. The Codex, which gives minus time, archive. Zarthulian's Archive, which gives minus 0.5 seconds to Vire's Might. You can get that from the boss right before the Skeleton Key dungeon. Where is it at? Yeah, Stone of Steps of Torment. Before you have to enter, you can just go kill that guy, and he drops either the Archive or the Codex. Codex is good for Blackwater Cocktail. Archive is good for Vire's Might. Archive's the one you want. You also have to side with Death's Vigil on the playthrough, because the boss in Fort Heron drops a helmet that gives another minus 0.5 to Vire's Might. Then you're going to use, there's a whole list of things, like starter gear you can use for a shield breaker. That gives you damage to Vire's Might and damage to Blackwater Cocktail. Those are your two primary abilities for that build. But yeah, you can almost fill out your entire gear with MIs. You won't have a 0 cooldown version of Vire's Might with that, but you will do it. Once I finish this potion, I can show you the in-game version of that character, but I don't know if I can post a link in here. I don't know if I have one right now of a what's it called? I can post a little bit of the stuff though. Show high floor. Wait, what? Let's see if I can post this in here. Archive. Mm, is that the one? No. Mm, let's see. Demolitionist. Mm, let's see. What would I use? What else would I use in this build? I need that. Oh, that's what it would be. Okay. Alright, now let's see if I can actually send this build over to you. Can I post this? Menu? No. Can I? I'm trying to see if I can post something in the chat from here. Cannot seem to do that from this page. Okay. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna paste it over here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this or not. Since this is my stream, it should still post, but that's a quick thrown together version of a build you could use. For like, because that's all the starter gear you would use, like to build it up if you don't have any of the legendaries or anything. There's an amulet, like, because one of the things on the offhand, one of the most important. Cool, thanks. One of the things you want to look for on the offhand is skill cooldown reduction. That's one of your most important skills for that build. I forgot to put. Still on fire. Okay, let's still on fire. Oh god, Moo, did you have to open the door? But yeah, that build works. Like that's a good starting build. As I said, I would do a paladin instead of a shield breaker for hardcore, because paladins are tankier and are much better boss killers. That'll be fun. Yeah, you can, that build gets to basically a 0 cooldown Vire's Might, like when you get the in-game version going. And it's really, really zoomy. Some people say it might cause motion sickness, so be careful. I suffer from motion sickness a lot, but I don't get it while playing that build.
I can't do that.
It is very flashy, though. There's a lot of particles on the screen at one time. Because fire procs, and it's, yeah. I'm almost out of this potion. I'll show you what the build looks like in-game once I finish this.
The stench of death. Oh, it's you.
Let's bring forth the Ravager.
The massive bird who shall
I've decided, let's do
serve?
the
Yes,
middle
your
one.
lord.
She's kind of difficult.
That skill's not ready.
But like the necklace you're going for is like I want to say it's like shard of, what is it? The shard of something or avatar of something. But it's another one of those ones that gives minus cooldown to Vire's Might. It's a Forgotten Gods gamble, so you have to gamble your Forgotten Gods materials for it. But it's a full-on random drop, so farming totems helps. You could also farm the Vanquisher set, but I don't think it's worth it, because the Vanquisher set's not that great. And overall, it's still not as good of a combination as, what's it called? As just using the MIs. Yeah. Alright. Devotions. What am I spending points on? Altos? My devotions are really weird right now because the in-game version of this build is a, what's it called? Is a gun user. So my devotion is a two-handed gun user, so I'm using two-handed and gun devotions in this playthrough right now. I usually play caster characters more than anything else. I'm not a big fan of auto-attacking stuff. Though this build is an auto-attack build.
Can't do that yet.
The big key to that build is to make sure you side with Death's Vigil. Because that helmet only drops from a boss that will, like, basically it drops from a boss that will not spawn if you are not sided with Death's Vigil. Like, if you side with Kaiman's Chosen, then you can't get that helmet. Except from Shattered Realm. You can get the helmet from Shattered Realm.
That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
His music only comes on after you kill that guy. And Nightblade's fun. I just like, I don't like turning my screen like this. Like doing the screen turn stuff. And if you don't turn your screen when you play a Nightblade, you lose a lot of its special trait. Like, the Shadow Strike thing is really best if you turn your screen. And doing that does give me motion sickness. I do like, Nightblade though. Like, I mean, some of the combinations you can do with dual wield. I have a, Infiltrator, which is a Nightblade Inquisitor. And it's a caster. It's really fun. But it's using a word of, like a dual hammer word of pain things and doing cold damage.
It's good to... You're right. Oh, to the...
Level 80.
Well, here we are. Not to...
You better have a damn. Eh? You, as far as the black, I don't know what.
So,
If you're serious, the ethereals do more than.
Let's see, after this area. Yeah, buddy. I'm not a fan of pet builds. Just never really got into them. I tried them on this, tried them in PoE, tried them in other games, and just couldn't really just don't really enjoy it very much. Kill this guy. I've got a few pet builds that I've made, but I haven't really gotten into them. They're the builds that I just want to be done with as quickly as possible. As soon as I start to play them. And the number one pet theory crafter in the community is the whiniest person. So it's yeah. It doesn't really make me want to play pet builds anymore, or much anyway. There's no inspiring me to play pet builds. But I mean, if you like pet builds, there's quite a few good ones that you could play. I think using pet builds to apply bleeds, a dot pet build, would probably be really good. The best one seems to be a what's it called? Bleed one with shaman. Either using skeletons or using either using skeletons or multiple hellhounds with shaman as the main kind of pet class or combination with it. Yeah. It's just every time I go to the forums, they're just complaining about something else. And it's if you're not having fun, then just roll back the patch. There is a rollback option. Oh, I turned that quest in. I was too focused on chat. You're not supposed to turn that quest in until you actually finish this part, because you don't get a rep if you do. But you get rep if you basically do it in the correct order. Oh, hello. By the way, these giant things are the things you hunt down if you're really short on dynamite, because they drop aether shards. Oh, no, it's just a little bit of rep. It's like a totem's worth. It's not a big deal.
The outpost resistance has...
There you are. Well,
It's just the old OCD efficiency. I'm out of this potion anyway. I mean, I've got a little bit left, but it's not really worth doing anything further. Just pick up these quests. No. Could I not click anything? Okay. Let's make sure we've got everything attached to things. For now, let's put this back on Stormfire. Need to get rid of this and this. In order to do that, I need to actually finish filling out this, I think. Yeah. Probably need to take 3 points out of this to finish this first. Alright, what was the character called? Is it this one or the other one? I have 2 shield breakers at level 100, by the way. It's a really fun class. I gotta see what the transmog is to know if it's the actual character. First build I played was a druid. It's this one, yeah. I was playing a Primal Strike druid. Recently I've redone it and turned it into a one-handed Primal Strike druid with permanent Wind Devils. Yeah, this build has permanent Virus Might. It's just instant zoom, zoom, zoom. As you can see, it's a little bit squishy, but it's so fast. This is the key item here, the Shard of Eternal Flame. This one you have to farm from, what's it called? From the, you have to gamble it basically, and go after things. This gives you the minus seconds cooldown. This is the helmet you have to get from your I guess being sided against Kaiman's Chosen. This is just a circuit breaker. Big damage, basically. More damage for the thermite mine because I'm moving so fast. I'm using 2 pieces of this to get more health because the build is a little bit squishy. I want to change the rings. These are kind of just not very good rings, but this is an older build. I just threw this build together and then started farming on it. The gamblers here. You go to was it Corbin City Rift? I don't even have these guys out. I'll see a lot more. Flashy effects. We just run up here, and this guy right here, he's the Forgotten Gods gambling NPC. You go to here, and you want an accessory. You want to click accessory, and then you just make something, and you get this one. Oh, and this one gives me +5 health regeneration. So, like, this is the way you can get the crafting bonuses on random legendaries. So I crafted this one randomly, and I got +5% health regeneration. This is a pet amulet, but you can also get your Tonic of Clarities made here to reset your devotions, as well as reset your attributes. Attributes are a little bit expensive to make. You need the ethereal mutagens, while clarities just cost 8 ethereal shards. But yeah, that's The problem with this build is you leave so much stuff behind you, so you're not you end up just not picking up most of the stuff. Like, you just leave it because you're too fast. But anyways, yeah, that's what this build is. No problem. I'm probably gonna head to bed. It's getting pretty late for me over here. I'll finish Elite tomorrow morning when I wake up, before I have to prepare the grill. And then there's just Ultimate left, and I'm close to finishing the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor's probably about 2.5 more hours before it's finished, maybe 3 hours. But in about 3 hours it'll be 100, and then Necromancer will be the last class I have to push to 100. Still not sure how I'm gonna level the Necromancer. You too. Have a good night. No problem. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Bye.